Craigslist is a playground for people who are trying to put off genuine adulthood in favor of danger, adventure, and 2-year gaps in your resume that you will one day have to explain away. And what better way to start my life in LA than with a staunch refusal to take myself seriously. I could barely contain my delight when, after emailing a man who had posted about needing a driver for his ice cream truck, he replied, "When can you start? No questions asked, no punctuation." Getting a job is easy, I thought to myself, as I pictured my first day, when squealing children chased the truck down the street as I played the enchanting and universal ice cream melody. I would toss cones out the window, and they would drift effortlessly into the children's hands as my cape danced behind me. I had come to Hollywood to become a celebrity, but this, I thought, is going to be way better. And I arrived on my first day. The gleeful atmosphere immediately flooded my senses. An ice cream truck depot. Images of Choco Tacos and SpongeBob Pops as far as the eye could see. There was even a little commissary where you could buy wholesale shit for your truck. And then there was Mike, the mysterious man who had hired me without even knowing my name. He wore a Brooklyn Nets jersey and American flag shorts. He swore vigorously into his cell phone. Needless to say, he was magnificent. I soon found out because he told me that Mike used to be a cop in Brooklyn, but ironically had a warrant out for multiple accounts of public fornication and resisting arrest. After 9/11, he said he couldn't take it. He bought an ice cream truck and drove across the country. And now look at him. He's gone from wanted cop to ice cream overlord. God, I love America, I thought. I trained with Eddie, who loved the Dodgers almost as much as he hated his wife. He was on disability because he was legally blind, and the ice cream truck gig paid in cash, so it was income that was easy to get away with not reporting. Essentially, he told me with a wink, he was defrauding the government. I found him very enterprising. He said he'd done 10 years in jail. Add that on to the time he'd spent married, and the man had spent over half his life in prison. Eddie was generous and showed me some of his best spots. On my third day out, it was time for me to do a little test drive. I had never driven anything bigger than my Kia. Good thing Mike didn't give a drop of an ounce of a shit. Mike didn't even know if I had a driver's license. Once I started driving on my own, there were things I noticed about the truck that I hadn't noticed as a passenger. For example, the mirrors were loose, and when you drove above 30 miles per hour, they would fold in on the side of the road, making changing lanes very challenging. After almost killing someone, I chewed like 6 pieces of gum and tried to jam them into the joint on the loose mirror. But obviously that didn't work. Also, I could never tell if the truck was in park or reverse. And the children didn't come running. I found selling ice cream surprisingly difficult. You had to know where to go at the right time of day and to get lucky. And luck didn't seem to be on my side. In fact, Mike started calling me the Jinx. "Hey Jinx," he would text. "Can you try not to fuck anything up today?" I deserved the nickname though. Boy, did I deserve it. The first time one of the trucks broke down on me, I was on the freeway in Pasadena. It started smoking and I managed to pull it over to the shoulder before it died completely. As I waited for the tow, which ended up taking hours to come. I decided I would try and clean up some of the gallon of pineapple topping that had spilled in the truck while I was driving. I poured some water on the floor to loosen it up, and then, lo and behold, I slipped in it. Head to toe in pineapple glaze, I was the stickiest it's possible to be. And by the time the tow truck came, the stickiness had hardened and I was basically immobile. I gave anyone I worked with bad luck. Whenever Mike teamed me up with anybody, mayhem would ensue. I worked my jinxiest curse on pretty much all of Mike's employees at one time or another. And eventually so much soft serve was spilled and machines mysteriously destroyed that Mike thought it best to send me out solo so that I could only ruin my own day. It wasn't all silly mishaps either. There was very real danger. Once as I was pulling out of a public park, I passed another ice cream truck driver going in. He motioned for me to stop. If I ever see you here again, I'm going to fucking kill you. Am I in the wrong line of work, I thought? Once I started rolling backwards while handing someone ice cream. Because the truck was in reverse instead of parked, as I previously mentioned. It often was. And I dropped the ice cream onto her head. Once I busted through a locked gate at a recreation center. Once I gave free soft serve to my friend and he said it wasn't that good. At this point, Mike hated me. Things broke when I looked at them and I never made any money. Victor and Edgar always made money at the car dealerships in Cerritos. Sometimes they even went all the way to Anaheim. Why couldn't I be like them? I once mentioned that I measured my own success in terms of not having caused anyone serious bodily injury so far. And Mike almost blew a gasket. On the night of my fourth and final breakdown, I knew I was probably getting fired anyway. I had made like $17 that day. Around midnight, I was getting off the freeway about a mile from the depot, and the truck started smoking. I'd had it at this point. I'd had it with Mike yelling at me, I'd had it with the ancient trucks, and I clearly was not cut out for sales. I'd had it with being sweaty in this new and disgusting way. The truck came to a dead stop on the off-ramp, blocking an intersection almost entirely. I knew it would take forever to get a tow. I also knew that Mike didn't know where I lived and didn't know any of my personal information. He didn't even actually know my first name. I saw my contact in his phone once, and it said Worker Emma with one M. Cars slowly started piling up behind me, honking incessantly. I sat there behind the wheel, my identity hidden from any potential onlookers by the smoke all around me. I'm not proud of this, but a kind of zen calm came over me, and I got out of the truck, I locked the doors, and I walked away. I composed a blistering text to Mike. It read, "Truck on the Roscoe off-ramp. I quit." As I walked back towards the depot to retrieve my car, the sound of the honks fading in the distance, I reveled a little in the drama. Smoke poured out of the engine and skyward, and I did look back for a moment and felt, to my surprise and slight disgust, no guilt or regret, but only a deep apathy, new and strange, and full of possibility. Welcome to the city of dreams, whispered the windless night.